Happy Saturday, everybody. This is Jess. Thanks so much for following my account and for watching today. So I decided to bring you guys kind of my own personal public service announcement on this wonderful weekend day. I actually just got back from an incredible hike and trail run. It was very, very necessary. I feel like I've been cooped up inside way too much. I've been working way too hard, not taking enough time to care for myself. So just getting outside, enjoying the sunshine, and being out on the trail was absolutely phenomenal. So to that end, I know there's so much going on right now in this whole COVID-19 time, and now we're kind of in that safer at home progression here in the beautiful state of Colorado. And in the upcoming days, Rocky Mountain National Park's gonna be opening, summer's just around the corner, so a lot of really fun things are gonna be happening despite it being kind of a really unknown and challenging time. So a couple things I just kind of wanted to mention to everybody. So I'm not going to take a stance on one side of the fence or another when it comes to, how I feel about people wearing face coverings, etc. But what I will say is this. The one thing that all of us, I think, in Colorado have in common is that we absolutely love our beautiful state, and we love getting outside and recreating and enjoying the outdoors. So regardless of what your feelings may be on the subject, regardless of what your political stances may be, we're not really here to talk about that today. But what I will say is a lot of the parks and open spaces are requesting that when you're outside recreating, and especially in like the parking lots where you're going to be in contact with people, or if you're passing people closely on the trail, they're asking us to wear a face mask. And I know even for me, it's different. It's not the experience that I'm used to. Last couple times I've been outside, the County Parks and Rec Division has been handing out bandanas. Thank you, by the way, for this one. It even matches my shirt today. I know it's definitely different. It's not the same kind of landscape that we're used to. It's not the same exact experience that we're used to outside. But that's okay. And it doesn't need to be something that we have to fight against or that we need to protest against, because you know what? I still went outside today and I had an absolutely incredible time. I saw a lot of people on the trail who were donning these lovely green bandanas provided by the County Parks and Rec Division. And you know what? We just kind of laughed about it together. And so it doesn't really have to be a big deal. And one of the things that I would just kind of call out to people is, regardless of what your feelings may be, it's not so much about what you believe, it's about being considerate of other people. Like I said, Colorado, there's going to be a ton of people in the state who have varying different beliefs about everything, and that's okay. But I think the one thing that we all love is our beautiful state of Colorado, and we all want the ability to be able to go outside and enjoy it freely. And so what I would ask of everybody is, when you're going outside, when you're recreating, whatever you may feel about the rules, please follow them. Because the last thing that I think any of us want is to see our parks and our outdoor spaces shut down completely for the foreseeable future. We're all excited for the summer coming up, the beautiful weather and the sunshine. So, is it different? Absolutely. But I think that, like all things, it has to do with how you choose to see it. So on my hike today, I actually came up with a couple of different benefits for my new little green bandana. Also, I think this is the first green one that I have. I have them in all the colors of the rainbow, but this is the first green one. But anyway, if a bandana is still something that you're like, oh, Jess, this just sucks, I can't get on board with it, okay, fine. But here are some unknown benefits. Okay, benefit one, it is a nice backup for sunscreen, because if you're like me, you are outdoors probably for a good 5 to 6 hours on a given weekend day. And I don't know about you, but I think my sunscreen probably only lasts for an hour or so, but I just kind of say, who cares? It's probably good enough. But now I have a backup face covering that I can use for added sun protection. So yay, benefit one. Benefit number two if you have recreated outdoors, you have probably had the kind of disturbing experience of bugs like flying into your face, particularly into your mouth when you were wearing this. That doesn't happen. So yay, you're not gonna be digesting any more bugs unless you choose to, which is a whole other story. And benefit number 3 that I came up with, so for those of you who don't know and those of you who do, a lot of Colorado trails are multi-use trails, which means not only are there hikers and walkers, runners, trail runners, cyclists, mountain bikers, but there are also horses and dogs on the trail, which also means that there's a lot of poop on the trails. And if you've ever walked by horse poop, it stinks, okay? So added benefit is you don't have to smell it if you are wearing this. I actually tried that out on my hike today and it actually made a pretty big difference. So that was a really unexpected benefit. So like all things in life, things really are all about how you choose to see them. So if you want to see the glass half full, you can. If you want to see the glass half empty, you can choose to do that as well. But the biggest thing I just kind of want to call everybody's attention to is whatever your feelings may be on the subject, just be considerate of other people, because a lot of the people that come to Colorado, that come to the mountain towns, one, they're probably people who want to get away from a lot of the hustle and bustle of the city. They enjoy the mountains, they enjoy the isolation. A lot of our small and beautiful mountain towns kind of don't like a lot of tourists anyway. I know because I was raised in one of those, and they get really crowded when a lot of tourists come to visit. Okay, and so then to have that added layer of tourists coming in, or even locals, Colorado residents coming in and not respecting a lot of the city's rules, whether or not we agree with them, it just kind of, it dampens the whole mood, and it doesn't really promote a spirit of community, and it doesn't make you want to welcome strangers into your town. And that's definitely not what Colorado stands for. So let's try to be considerate of other people while we are outside, and please, whatever your feelings may be, I just ask you to kind of put it aside. I'm not trying to challenge your beliefs. Absolutely believe what you believe in. I'm not going to try to change your mind on that. I'm just saying, please respect others who are on the trail. It doesn't take much to be considerate of other people, and honestly, me covering my face for a few seconds while I'm passing other people on the trail or while I'm in the parking lot around other people, it doesn't take anything out of my day, and I still had an incredible experience, and so will you on the trails. So please, 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 whatever the local rules may be in your county or whatever area it is that you're visiting Colorado or anywhere in the nation, the world, please respect those. I've read a lot of news reports recently about people like moving cones, like blocked off trailheads, and they're accessing them anyway, even though they've been closed off by the city and people are getting ticketed. Honestly, guys, that's like the #1 way to ensure that none of these things are going to open back up for the foreseeable future. I think none of us want that. So please do your part, respect other people, respect the rules, and hopefully I will see you guys out on the trails. Have a wonderful weekend, guys.